Hello, and welcome to another edition of On-Prem Pros. Today, we're going to be talking about Dell's ProDeploy, and is it really worth it? Joining me today is Josh Moss. He is solution architect, tripping up on that today, solution architect with xByte Technologies. Josh, welcome.
Hey, Ryan, how's it going?
All right, so first question. If anyone doesn't know what Dell's ProDeploy is, can you spend about just a minute and give them a general idea of what it is? And for anyone watching the show, I'll drop a link to go to Dell's ProDeploy services right here. But can you just summarize for everybody what is Dell's ProDeploy?
Yeah, absolutely. So Dell's ProDeploy is a suite of products that can be bundled with the purchase of your server, storage device, networking, data protection, and so forth. That basically allows you to have a team of trusted professionals come, either on site or do it remotely, and get the device that you've bought, get it set up and going, and get it ready to go in your environment.
Okay, and there's multiple versions, right? There's the basic deployment, there's what they call ProDeploy, and there's ProDeploy Plus. Is there
Yeah,
a key
absolutely.
difference between the three?
Yeah, key differentiators between the basic deployment and the two ProDeploy options is you can get it 24/7 first of all with the ProDeploy or ProDeploy Plus. There's also some value added benefits if you go with either of the two higher options when it comes to pre-deployment checklists, site evaluations, some in-region people that you would be working with, deployment verification, even going as far as 30 days of post-deployment configuration assistance.
Okay, so people should just go check out the link we sent out there. You can see the differences and see what makes sense for you. All right, so now is it worth it? So I guess the first question, Josh, if people are looking at this beyond even Dell, should they contract with any third party to do their deployment, or should they just do it themselves?
Yeah, a lot of the time, the customers that we have, experiences with, they're already, running tight on manpower, and the available time that they even have, when it comes to, their already, daily activities and daily tasks that they have to worry about. So adding on the deployment of, a potentially new storage technology, compute technology that they're not familiar with, it could, tax that even further. So being able to rely on professionals to allow you to receive, a quicker time to value with your purchases, and maybe even working with tight deadlines is really going to save the network, system admins times when it comes to the setup and process itself.
Okay, yeah, and in talking to you, we've talked to customers, and it's an easy ROI. So if you
Mhm.
know that you're going to receive, let's say, $10,000 per month of value or $5,000 per month of value from your solution, and if the deployment, if you can't do it yourself for another 2 months, but your deployment people can get it done in 1 month, it's going to cost you less than than what you get back. Easy ROI on that one. I know you've
Yeah,
also
absolutely. And
mentioned,
that's not even factoring in the time that you're paying your
yeah,
admins to do the
true.
job, and them being taken away from their other tasks as well.
Yeah, or expertise. So if someone doesn't know VxRail and they need someone to kind of help them with it and even explain to them the process, it's good to kind of have that expertise. So we talked. Okay, there are occasions if you don't have the expertise, if you need it done fast, um, yes, have someone, a third party, help you. But now going back to Dell, why Dell's services? What do they bring to the table that a normal third party may not?
Yeah, so first and foremost, Dell's processes, they're, decades old. They've been, they're constantly fine-tuning and streamlining the processes. Everything's fully vetted. And I would say probably most importantly, you've got the backing of the organization. You've got the certified professionals that know what they're doing, and can just get it set up much quicker.
Okay, that makes sense. And I know you've mentioned before where they make sure all your I's are dotted, your T's are crossed. Things
Mhm.
like, hey, rack power, networking, cabling. Uh, they have all the questionnaires to make sure all that's set up ahead of time. So it's
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of environmental checklists that get gone through whenever you go with either ProDeploy or ProDeploy Plus. So that's a main value add there. Make sure that the site has adequate rack space, power availability, that logical and the physical networking is there, the cabling is there because there's nothing more annoying than getting there and realizing you don't have a cable or something.
Okay. Yeah, all those things. I mean, yeah, that'll delay a project a day or two just to kind of get that type of stuff done. Now, does it
Yeah.
matter who does the Pro Deploy? Because I know if you just buy it directly from Dell, then you'll get any of their assigned techs. But if let's say someone's talking to xByte, is there a value that the xByte brings to the table uh, if xByte actually does the delivery of the Pro Deploy services?
Yeah, absolutely. I will say that the one main thing that is going to be a benefit whenever you come to a partner like xByte is you're going to have an end-to-end experience. You're going to have the same people that are working with you in the pre-sale stage, sizing, all the way through the post-sales and the deployment process itself. So a lot of the knowledge that is pertinent at the deployment phase is already going to be learned, going to save on time, not having to be redundant. It just streamlines the entire process.
Okay. Now, a lot of what you just mentioned, okay, hey, if I went to any third party and I said, hey, here's what I want to do, they walk me through the sales process. They talk to xByte for that matter. We walk them through the sales process. They understand all that. That third party has expertise in that particular area so that you're not losing any of that. They've also been doing it for 10 years. So you know what? They get that full vetted process as well. But okay, so you're not losing anything. So still, why go through Dell for all this? I'm buying a new server. Why not just get my third party to do it for me?
Yeah, if we're talking xByte in particular, we'd like to say that we have a white glove approach. Every customer is the same to us. We want to make sure that they're taken care of. Dell's great. It's a large organization, but I think xByte we kind of pride ourselves on being a little smaller, more nimble, and allow us to give the customer that excellent experience that they really strive for.
Okay. Now, if I'm a customer, can I use this as my advantage when I'm negotiating a price for my new server? So does Dell give any kind of discounting if you bundle things together? Is it just like your insurance company, your home, boat, and auto?
The what we've seen, we actually do, and customers end up getting better pricing whenever deployment services are offered. I think that it makes a lot of sense to include it on the front end because if a customer, let's say they don't buy a deployment service to begin with, and they want to go and attempt to deploy it themselves, great, they can go and try. However, if they run into any issues down the road and those services are bought to begin with, they're going to incur time and material fees at that point in time to get help setting it up when it could have been bundled and and been rolled into the overall cost of the purchase to begin with.
Okay, all makes sense. So we've talked about, hey, yes, there's justification to have a third party do your deployment. Yes, it makes sense to have Dell or an expert third party do it. And if all things are equal, use it to your advantage, negotiate your overall price to begin with, including it, and you'll end up saving versus going to a third party by using that as a leverage point. So it all makes sense for Dell's Pro Deploy. Now, Josh, if someone wants to get in touch with you, I think the easiest way, or anyone at the xByte Solution Architect team, the easiest way is just to go to the xbyte.com site, and there's a button there you can click on, contact one of our team, and anyone at xByte will be happy to assist and to walk you through your options for Dell Pro Deploy or any hardware options. So, Josh,
Absolutely, that's exactly right.
any final words for anybody?
Yeah, no, if anyone watching this has any questions, drop a comment down on the video, reach out to our team on our website, like Ryan mentioned, and just let us know how we can help you.
All right. Thank you guys very much. Again, this is another edition of On-Prem Pros. This is Ryan Brown with our guest Josh Mosh saying thank you and have a great day.